What's Buckwild going to be when he grows up, man?
An announcer.
Oh, okay. I hope so.
Well, I know one thing. The fans, they're going to tick Boomer Payne off really quick with this one. They're starting in with that "They Want Gump" chant. Gump chant. I haven't seen him here tonight, but the fans are really getting behind that man.
Somebody told me that Boomer Payne, the almighty sergeant there, had this young fella Gump on KP's detail tonight. You think he might have him on KP?
Perhaps so.
After last week's show, I verbally abused Gump in the back, and he took off running, and I haven't seen him since. Gump has gone AWOL. I have given Private Hurt the night off. What? What? I've talked to my attorney, Jerry P. McGuire. I said, Jerry P. McGuire, about the legal actions last week and Charlie Bass forcing me to tag with Section 8. As it stands right now, I guess I'm kind of stiffed on into being your tag team champion. I absolutely do not want to tag with Section 8. He's a piece of crap. He sucks. Yes! 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 You see, the problem with Section 8 is Section 8 is a white meat baby face that keeps on kicking out. So tonight, Charlie Bass has said that we have to defend the tag team titles. So Section 8, open your ears. What you need to do he's not a professional wrestler, you know that. The thing's old, it's been about a year now. Section 8, what you need to do is you need to park your yellow carcass on the outside and let me defend the tag team titles because that's the kind of man I am. Yes! 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 Now what you people need to do is get on your feet and show me the proper respect as your tag team champion. I take it at your hard of hearing, I said stand on your feet. Show me the proper respect I deserve. Yes! 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 Yes!
Wrestling fans, I guess somebody needs to start Boomer Payne up he thinks he's still up north where he can demand things. Let me tell you something, Boomer. You're in the South. The dear sunny South of South Carolina. You don't demand anything around here. You ask these people, and they might be nice to stand up and honor you as a champion. But you don't demand nothing.
Okay. I'm not asking. I'm telling you people to stand on your feet and give me the proper respect I deserve. Yes! 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 Yes!
I still think that Boomer needs to go home, look in the dictionary, and look under the word demand and see what that means, and then look under the word request and come back next week and try to get it again.
Let me tell you something, you fat man. I've been in the ring with some of the sport's best, and I've beaten them all. So you don't tell me anything. I'm wrestling the PWI for crying out loud. I'm a superstar. I'm wrestling for the WWF. I've been in WCW. I've beaten everybody in ECW. There's not a person in this profession that I can't beat. So when I demand respect, these people need to listen and get on their feet. Yes! 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 Yes!
Well, Boomer Payne is still saying yes as he exits the arena here, wrestling fans, and I don't think a solitary person got up on their feet. And let me see now, wrestling fans, exactly where we are. Headed for bottom now. Headed for bottom.
Get ready, ladies, because here comes the sector cruiserweight in AEW. The Freak Daddy, AJ Strong.
He is your current APW Cruiserweight Champion, representing the EOD from the west side of Treasure Island, weighing in at 152 pounds. This is the Freak Daddy, AJ Strong.
Hey, all you rednecks, shut up and give this man some respect. You know, last week, that old wrinkled up Indian Jay Eagle come out here and said he wanted a shot at Viper's heavyweight title. Let me tell you something, Eagle. You're so old you're cotton dust. This right here is the future.
What's going on at the table out here, my friends? Fabulous Playboys out here. Dan Parrish, you need to pull that microphone out of my face a little bit. I'm out here to find out who's got some money for food, man. Charlie Babs, come on, some money for some food. The Fabulous Playboys hunger. Yeah, nobody wants to hear Viper, for God's sakes. What's going on, guys? You guys want to go to Memphis or anything?
We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, right. check, somebody stole your lunch money. What happened? Welfare check didn't come in this week? What in the world happened to his hair? My God, what did they plug him into?
Last week, a no-good Tannenberg Indian wannabe interfered in the Freak Daddy's business. And when you mess with the Freak Daddy, it never ends up winning. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call that Indian out here. And when he steps through these ropes,
Has AJ Frost lost his mind? For God's sakes, he ain't 100-pound soaking wet in his boots full of water. That's it. He did it now.
Well, Charlie, we got company in the form of the fabulous Playboy, and the promo, I know that he had something to say, but nonetheless, when you got two egos out here, that's what happens.
Well, I was trying to ignore him, hoping he'd go away.
Like a bad case of gas.
Are you talking about me again, you old fool? I'm going to take and whoop your rear end. I bet you it was your idea to put the Barney dolls behind the concession stand and make these people wave them in my face. I think that's about the most despicable thing you could do, Charlie Babs. And I bet you it was your Uncle Benny's idea, too, wasn't it?
No doubt.
All right, here comes Chief J. Eagle.
Well, Dan Paris, as you see, Charlie Babs on his way to the concession stand, get something to eat again. Yeah, Charlie hasn't eaten in about 5 minutes.
you don't buy for you about dangerous as a wet wash train. You all mouth and you don't get the job done, son. And I know you out here with your girlfriend running her mouth, got her fucking shit up. And I want to know, what's up with this nappy hairdo?
I called that first. I called it first. Jay Eagle's stealing my stuff.
You know, I'm going to do what your daddy should have done a long time ago. When you get in here, I'm going to put some straps on your ass.
Well, there you have it from Chief Jay Eagle. Could put some straps on his rear end. Yeah, I'm not going to say ass. I'm not going to sit out here and cuss.
I think you just did.
What? I say he gonna put some straps on his rear end. Jay Eagle said ass. I'm not gonna repeat what Jay Eagle said.
Let me tell you something. You're just mad that you don't have enough hair on your head to look like the Freak Daddy. I think that hairdo is so strippy, me and Jesse Black will do our hair the same way next week.
All you gotta do is plug your finger into an electrical socket and hook it right up.
If the microphone don't work, you ain't got enough sense to cut it on. That's the whole problem.
Hey, what's the deal with the referee? Yeah, he looks a little familiar in those yellow shoes. Is that Pee Wee Herman?
No, it's someone equally as ridiculous.
No, Jeff G. Bailey don't work here no more.
And by the way, Buddy Rose, I want to introduce you to a guy that's been commentating with us a little while. Say hello to Tony Gowan.
Hey. Hello, Tony Gowan. How you doing? That's all I need to hear from you anyhow. Fabulous Playboys out here to watch Jay Eagle whip a little booty. And you know what? I like the Freak Daddy. But you know, how dumb is it to call Jay Eagle out here? You know he's going to have the fan support. You know these people are going to be behind him. You're not going to be able to get away with anything because the referees are in his back pocket around here. For God's sakes, the kid ought to have a little more sense in that, but you know he is with the DOE or the EOA or the DIE or the EIEIO. I don't know what their name is, but for God's sakes, you know, they ought to help this kid out a little better and let him know you don't call down a dog you can't lock up in a pen. You just shouldn't do that. What do you got to say, Tony? That's exactly what I thought. You know, Charlie Babs over there ordering your food. You better hope he gets it the way you like it. Wait.
You give the man a chance to say something, at least give him some respect.
Oh, okay. Charlie wants to know, you want fries with that? Okay, he said no.
No, wait a minute.
No on the fries, Charlie. All right, see, now back to the match here. What do you got to say? See, you don't have anything to say either, Tony. We'll go back to you. What about you? Neither one of you have anything to say. You know what? This is about as sitting out here with Gina Strano and Charlie Babs at the same time.
I kind of figured you'd say something crazy like that. All right, A.J. Frost with a lariat.
Right to the throat, which was a good place to put it. You want to slow that dirty? Put the Bernie's on way now! Look at that. Charlie Babs can eat his food so quick he got to finish before he left the concession stand.
All right, Eagle going to work on A.J. Frost, the tomahawk chop.
Lighting him up like a cheap Christmas tree. Charlie, is that onions on your breath? Jay, look at this. The DOE heading for higher ground.
Looks like they may be getting ready to get counted out, but let's look and see.
Tony, I'll give you a chance. It's your last chance. If you don't say anything, I'm going back to work.
Well, the one thing I want to know is, what is the deal with the referee? A black mask and yellow shoes. What is up with that?
I'm telling you, man, it's Pee Wee Herman. My bet is Pee Wee Herman. I will put Charlie Babs' welfare check on it, all $5, that is Pee Wee Herman.
Well, it might be. That remains to be seen. But right now, A.J. Frost, he seems like he's faring well. Just as I started to say that he was faring good against Jay Eagle, he sets him up on that middle rope, and that's going to hurt. That's going to leave a mark.
Order up 1 jar of Aunt Jane's nut butter.
Eagle with a big boot to the chest of A.J. Frost, and whatever it is, whatever.
Right, if this was a ball game, it'd be 2 balls, 1 strike, right?
Absolutely, but I mean, you know, what you just said, I don't want to even acknowledge.
Well, would you want me to say that he hit him in the... You almost made me say it.
Where?
In the thingamajigger. You know, the... You know the... You know the mommy-daddy button. That's where he hit him. Jay Eagle using that hair to his advantage, and that's wrong. He's pulling the man's hair. The referee letting him get away with it. See, I told you, referees are in the back pocket of Chief Jay Eagle. You know, can you feel the love for the fabulous Playboy out here?
Not a bit.
The fans certainly are voicing an opinion at you joining us over here. I don't know if that's love, though.
You know, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one, and just apparently theirs stinks.
Well, that's pretty much your opinion, and right now, A.J. Frost having to go to that bottom rope.
I don't have an opinion. I just state the facts. And, you know, one of the other facts is the fact that I beat Scott Youngblood fair and square in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. The referee counted it. You know, what else can you say?
We can say that you used the ropes to score the fall, and the official didn't see it.
Well, I would say that you were lying. Do you have that on videotape proof? But you know what? I asked you that, Dan Patterson, and I know that what you'll probably do is you'll go home and you'll sit down between your 2 Sansui VCRs tonight, and you'll sit there and you'll doctor the tape. You'll pull out an old tape of some sort, of somebody else's feet on the ropes and try to plant it on me.
No, actually, at the end of the show, if you hang around, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, I'd love to, Dan, but, you know, I've got to go. I've got a friend that I'm meeting for dinner tonight. You know, I got somebody, I'm in negotiations for some pretty big things tonight, and we're going to be taking care of that at dinner.
All right, Eagle in trouble at this point in time, and Frost going to work his man over, kick him in the back, step on his throat. Jay Eagle in a lot of trouble.
I didn't hear you complain about him using the ropes.
Well, you know, he came in there like a house of fire, fighting, really throwing out the rule book too. So if that makes you happy, I'll go ahead and say that.
Hey, there are no rule books in professional wrestling. Rules are made to be broken. Isn't that right, Tony?
I guess so.
Yeah, see, he even agrees with me. And I guess so's as good as yes in Memphis anyhow.
You know, Memphis was a good time, but this is another time in another place. Eagle working over Frost.
He's working over his nose, for God's sakes, Dan Paris. He's working now he's lighting up his chest again. Poor A.J. Frost isn't going to be able to breathe for 6 months.
Frost making a run for it, and in the middle of the ring is where he can dodge the outside attack that Eagle's inflicting.
If A.J. Frost was smart, he'd pack it up and get out of Dodge. What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, it seems like it. And Eagle going for the pin there, and AJ's partners here in the EOD pulling the referee out in front of the rope, causing him to not make the count.
Hey, and you know, I think that Jesse Black's pants have lost their gold trinket that hangs off of his pants. What was that? Hey, Dan Paris, did you see that? Jay Eagle dropped something in front of A.J. Frost.
Take a look. Frost has an object in his hand, and he's getting ready to hit Eagle.
It was Jay Eagle's fault. Jay Eagle dropped it. There you go. Jay Eagle's getting what's due to him now. Jay Eagle deserves this, every bit of it. All because A.J. Frost was trying to wrestle a good scientific match, and Jay Eagle drops that chain in the center of the ring. He gets what he deserves.
Eagle with a handful of those little like knots of hair, or whatever you want to call that.
Those are lockets of hair.
It looks
A.J. Frost, man, that is a $300 French hairdo. Of course, it looks like Stevie Wonder was doing the French hairdo, but it's a $300 French hairdo.
all right. Eagle in trouble.
Eagle was in trouble when he hit the curtain, wasn't he, Tony?
Well, one could say that, yes, with it's basically 3 men against Eagle out here tonight. And there he's chopping A.J. Frost back down again.
This crowd getting behind Jay Eagle. Of course, Jay Eagle's probably related to half of them, and the ones he isn't related to, his wife is.
Eagle going to work over Frost, and he's got him in trouble. He dropped him.
The Eagle bought him! The Eagle's nest! He dropped him with it!
Viper came in to break it
And
up.
Jesse Black grabbed the referee there. That was an insurance policy if I've ever seen one.
All right, Eagle in a full Nelson. Viper setting his man up. He just hit Frost.
The Eagle's nest again! He hit it, it's 2 and 3!
All right, Eagle gets the win at 9 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the winner of the match is Jay Eagle.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charlie. Your microphone works all the way from the bathroom.
Wrestling fans, at this time, if you look over here at the concession stand, you'll see this is the place to get the very best hot dogs, hamburgers, nacho cheese, nacho
And if he says Bernie Dolls, I'm going over and kicking him in the ass.
eggs over here tonight, and some cookies, got some homemade oatmeal, and I believe chocolate chips, she told me. So come on over.
Hey, if you notice, Charlie Babbs made his way to the concession stand before the intermission. He's probably wiped out half of the damn concession stand over there. But you know, Charlie has...
You told me last week if I beat A.J. Frost, I'd get Viper next week. Can we do that? Absolutely. If you want that match, we'll arrange that match for next Saturday night. What did you got going next week, Buckwild? Did I get this match with Viper, or is it up to the people? I'll tell you right now, do you want this match with Viper? Okay, I believe you got the match.
No, this isn't fair. This is like putting the wagon in front of the horse, letting the fans call it.
See that match next week. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to
The way I see it, Johnny Bell, I'm the U.S. champion. If Dr. wants it next week, let him come get it.
He says he's going to hold the belt.
You know, Robert, I figure this belt's just like your women. It's something you can't hang on to, son. I'm sorry, Chief J. Eagle, but it don't work like that. I'm going to have to fight for half the belt. You're going to have to win it the right way. I'm sorry, man. We got to do things the right way around here.
It's about time that Buckwheat did his job properly.
Chief J. Eagle against Viper for the United States heavyweight title.
Hey, Eagle, you make the biggest mistake in your life messing with the elements of darkness, son. You're too old and crippled, and like I said before, you're far from done. So the best thing you better do is convince Buckwheat and Charlie Bass to take you out of this match, or I'm going to cripple you for life.
All right, Russell.
Robert Bass, you heard it. The Viper has spoken. We got a match next week with Jay Eagle. Are y'all ready for that? Are y'all ready to come back for that? All right, now we're going to have, y'all going to get your hot dogs and hamburgers.
Got some peach pie, also pecan pie over here.
At this time, we're going to take a pause. We'll be back with 3 more matches.
And we'll be back in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first at this time in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the Suicide Blondes. This is Sonny Landell and Mickey Richards.
He is one half of the APW Tag Team Champions, weighing in at 260 pounds from Battle Creek, Michigan. This is Section 8. Ladies and gentlemen, and at this time, making his way in the ring, the other half of the APW Tag Team Champions, weighing in at 250 3/4 pounds from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is Sergeant Boomer Payne.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be a three-way elimination tag team. To stand up, and I'm telling you, I think everybody's springs broke, Dan. I just don't believe they're going to get up for Boomer Payne.
Well, I think the thing of it is these people don't trust him after all that's happened.
Would you trust a man like Boomer Payne?
No doubt, but you know, it's almost like Felix Unger and Oscar Madison in there. That's Section 8 and Boomer Payne. This is a...
If I'd be in a motel room with him, I'd sleep with my wallet under my pillow.
I could understand that, and so would I, but I wouldn't try to room with him. But what I was trying to say, these two are an odd couple, whether they like to team together or not. They're the champions. They got to team together.
Odd couple, I'm telling you, this is the oddest of couples. There's going to be Sonny Landell off against Big Boomer Payne, and Dan, just take over here and sort of call this thing. You understand it a little better than I do, and I'm going to pass the microphone to Tony, and he'll be talking back and forth with you.
Well, as long as you don't bring Buddy Rose Jr. out here, we'll be fine.
I don't think Tony or myself or you either one want Buddy Rose back out of here. I had to take a powder a while ago.
All right, what the rules are of this match, it's a three-way dance elimination match. 3 teams are involved. One team will take a pin or a submission, and they must leave the ring. This will leave 2 teams in the ring. And then it'll go down to another pinfall or submission occurs, and then you'll have a final winner. So what this is really 2 matches rolled into one.
What this is a 3-way tag team match that will eventually boil down to having a winner of the match, and the winner of the match will be the tag team champions. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Go ahead, Tony.
As far as I can tell you, it is for the APW Tag Team Championship. And right now in the ring, the Dark Lion has Mickey Richards in trouble and can't quite put him away. Dark Lion and Lotus forming a tag team. The Blondes probably heavily favored in this match. Richards and Landell very experienced. Take a look at Payne right now. Take a look.
Boomer Payne over there in that corner of Lion and Lotus, and Lotus working over Mickey Richards still in that corner, and things not looking good for the team of Mickey Richards and Sonny Landell in this matchup right now. And the fans certainly all shocked about 2 weeks ago when the Dark Lion kind of turned his back on everybody, and he's going it on his own without the fans behind him now.
Well, that's a fact. I'll tell you what, this Dark Lion, he doesn't care. He's flat out stated. It doesn't matter if the fans are with him or whether they're against him. He's going to do it how he wants to do it. And I don't know if that's quite a good thing or not, but the bottom line is this. He's got to deal with Section 8, and he's got to deal with the Blondes. Now, Payne, on the other hand, is can't get along with anybody, or so it seems, except for his own army.
That's the thing. He's in there, and I've just got to wonder how it's going to work out in the end with a combination of Boomer Payne and Section 8, the animosity between them, defending the tag team titles, and now it seems like we've got the guys in the middle of the ring involved in a pose down.
Take a look at Lotus. This man looks like a giant bulldog.
He's built like a fire plug, isn't he, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, he's low to the ground, low center, stocky, and just like a fire plug, I guess you could say. But I think the people are wanting him to put his shirt back on.
Look at the masked referee. This masked referee showboating up there. I thought we wore this thing out 3 years ago, Dan.
Well, I don't know if it's the same guy, but I hope they retire him too.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy don't have the first clue, and you talk about cheating. If he gets a chance, he'll be cheating in that ring.
All right, we got Section 8 with a hip lock takeover to take him down. And he's got him on the mat with the headlock applied.
Exactly right, Dan. And notice this, Boomer Payne up on that bottom turnbuckle rope and threatening, but we don't know who he's threatening, if he's threatening his old man, Section 8, or who. But notice Dark Lion comes in now with a big stomp, and Section 8 goes after him, and he takes off for hiatus. Tony, scoot over here in this seat.
I think Charlie's going to go hit the concession stand again. And in the meantime, we do have another tag, and Landell will come in, and he sends his man into ropes with a lariat.
Landell coming in, and he's going in, trying to make a cover on Lotus there, and Boomer Payne coming in and making the kicks, interrupting the count. Boomer Payne just running around the outside of the ring now, taunting Landell. And we've got Dark Lion in, and now Lotus and Dark Lion are both all over Landell. Section 8 trying to come over to help, and this masked referee trying to force him out of the ring. All of these men's going at it. This is a tough chore for a referee to control all of these men out here at the one time.
Yeah, all at one time. It is a constant situation of confusion, and the Dark Lion just hits Landell with a suplex.
Five minutes have gone by in the contest, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes.
And you know, Tony, I'm wondering what exactly the time limit on this match is. With 3 teams in there, we could be looking at a good 30-minute long match.
I believe that's what it is, Dan. And right now we've got Boomer Payne in working over Landell. He thumbed Landell to the eyes, and the referee told him not to do it. And Boomer asked him do what, and he thumbed him in the eyes. Now Landell coming out of the corner, catching him with those chops, trying to mount a comeback here against Boomer Payne.
Well, Landell with an elbow smash, and Landell with a cover. We got only 2.
Boomer Payne kicking out right before the 3, and sliding back into that corner, trying to beg off Landell. He doesn't want any more of Sonny.
Landell laying in some boots, and Payne in trouble.
Payne down on the mat, and I think he's not really wanting to be in there with Sonny Landell. And now Landell goes over, tags in his tag team partner Mickey Richards. They whip Boomer Payne across, and double hip toss, wasn't that, Dan?
Indeed, and now Richards with a cover.
Got only a 2 count again. Boomer Payne still able to kick out. Mickey Richards laying in the heavy fist, whipping him across and catching him with a big-time drop kick. Maybe that's enough to put him away.
All right, Richards with a cover. And Lotus comes in and breaks it up.
Lotus and the Dark Lion both coming in. They don't want anybody to get the win thus far. They're got their eyes set on becoming the tag champs themselves.
You know, Tony, maybe you ought to remind the crowd and everyone that this match is not one fall. It is an elimination match. You know, that's the thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is an elimination match. It is not one fall.
So it actually takes 2 falls to end this match.
And now we've got Mickey Richards taking Lotus down with a big back elbow, getting a 2 count only. Dark Lion making the save for his partner. And now it's breaking down again. We've got Section 8 in, taking Lotus off of Mickey Richards and whipping him in that corner, catching him with that big lariat in there.
Lotus taking the worst of it, Section 8, all over him, working his man over.
Section 8 really taking it to Lotus, whipping him into that corner, catches him with that big splash and got the big man rocked. And he just laid him back into the corner and takes him out again. Look at the string, Dan, picking him up and slamming him down.
And he hits with a leg drop.
2 count again only. Dark Lion in to save his tag team partner. Sonny Landell telling Lion if he comes in again, he's going to get a piece of him.
Boomer Payne in Section 8 still not working too well as a tag team.
Not working too well at all. Matter of fact, they've each took an opposite corner, not even wanting to stand in the same corner with one another. And Sonny Landell bringing Lotus out with a big bulldog, slamming his face right down into the mat, and isn't enough. He goes for the cover.
All right, Boomer Payne breaks up the pinfall attempt.
That he does, Dan, and now Boomer Payne all over Landell. The Dark Lion and Lotus getting a hold of him too. Sonny Landell absorbing a lot of punishment. Mickey Richards coming in to make the save. He's all over Lotus. Dark Lion still got a hold of Landell on the ropes though. Section 8. There's action all over the place. Section 8 coming over, driving the Dark Lion's head right into the ring post. Landell knocking Boomer Payne off the apron. And that leaves Lotus in a bad way, all alone with the Suicide Blondes. And he just got caught with a drop kick to what I guess you'd call the nether regions, Dan.
Yeah, below the belt for sure.
Mickey Richards in on the tag, going to bring him out of the corner hard. Now dropping that elbow into the knee, working over that leg.
You know they're setting up. This is a prelude to the figure four leg lock. This is what they're trying to set up. And if Lotus gets in that, he's going to be in trouble.
2. Boomer Payne trying to get everyone and even me convinced that it's one fall to win this matchup. Now the Dark Line and Lotus, let's see what they got going here together. Really, things are breaking down in there, Dan. We've got all the men in the ring at one time, and apparently at that point the Dark Line and Lotus were trying to pin each other to get the win.
All right, we have Section 8, suplex and Dark Line. Everyone on the outside brawling out. Section 8 just dropped his man. Section 8 and Boomer Payne get the win, and they'll advance to face Suicide Blonde. Evidently,
Right here, Dan, interesting thing going on in the ring now. We've got Section 8 and Boomer Payne. They're basically snatching the belts away from each other. And now, Section 8 stunning Boomer Payne in the middle of the ring and walking out with his tag team title belt. I don't see how these men can have any future trying to work together to defend these belts.
evidently there's confusion on our behalf. Primarily, I'll take the blame. I thought this was an elimination match. Buck Wild came over here and tried to explain this to us, and to say the least, we just it was under a one-fall match. So as a result, Section 8, Boomer Payne get the win. All right, fans, at this time, we're going to change tape.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got B.L. Cool and Mary Rose. How you doing, sir? Hey, I'm doing this fine. And we didn't need no music to come out here, because, brother, we play our music right here in a squared circle only as Burry Rose and Handsome D.L. Cool can do. Do you understand that? Now, first off, American Pro Wrestling, one of the greatest independent wrestling leagues going today, bar none. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I don't care what none of these rednecks has got to say about that. But one thing for sure, and three things for certain. Chief J. Eagle, Blackjack Dalton was out here 2 weeks ago. They was going to make a man. Oh, brother, I want to shake your hand. Talk to you while Daniel told me on a hunting trip to make friends with you. Be friends with you. Well, I'll tell you something. We will. Chief J. Eagle and Wahoo McDaniels is ass all over the Mid-Atlantic area. You know why? Back 20 years ago, me and Burry Rose run with men like Big Sweet Hanson, Buddy Landell. Do you know why? Well, tell me why. Because we was the dirtiest players in the game. We lost a match tonight to some young punks because there was like 3 or 4 of them here. We couldn't keep our eyes on all of them at one time. And this old lady over here, she was on my last nerve. So who are you challenging? The fans would like to know. Fans, do you want to know who he's challenging? Okay, who are you challenging? What? Who are we challenging? Yeah. Eagle. Where's Eagle at? Where's Jay Eagle? Where's the big bad Indian at? Huh? Yes, yes. Right here. Eagle, me and you go back a long way, boy. A long time ago. You shut my mouth, you think you can? Eagle, we've been all over North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia. It's always come down to me and you. My brother, D.L. Coon, gave me a call the other week, told me about Blackjack. Blackjack, you know, little bitty brother. So the bottom line is, if Charlie Babs can sign a match in 2 weeks, it's got to be 2 weeks now. Because my brother here is booked in Miami, Florida, and I'm scheduled to be in Washington, D.C. But in 2 weeks, brother, we can get on a silver bird, and we come back to this little stinking redneck town in South Carolina and keep Blackjack Dalton and Chief J. Eagle's booty all around this squared circle. So what can you do, Babs? You've held me back long enough. I'm ready. I want some. We're here. We can do it now.
Well, all that I can say is don't ask for something unless you really want it.
Oh, I want it.
And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. First thing Monday morning, I'm going to be on the telephone to Blackjack Dalton. You're saying that on the 1st of February is when you work the match, right? All right? And Blackjack Dalton can be here. Jay Eagle's got an open contract. That match will take place on Saturday night, February the 1st. You got your match.
All right. Now, what about this ifing stuff? We don't want no ifing. We want that yellow-bellied carrot eagle and that backstabbing Blackjack Dalton right here in the center of this ring, strapped up, booted up, ready to go. I don't want no ifing. I want them in the ring.
All right, you'll get it. You'll get that match February the 1st when D.L. Cole and Mr. Burry Rose will be a tag team combination to take on Blackjack Dalton and Chief J. Eagle.
Eagle. Brother, I can't wait.
J. Eagle, I think you're being called out.
We know you back there in the back, boy. I seen you sat back there in the back while ago, taking a drink out of a whiskey bottle. What is it? Or you took too much to wobble that big butt out here? I want you to get that sound belly out here and tell me where you want to go or not. They want you out here, Chief Jay. I'm going to go on back in the back and get my stuff ready. Coming out here, but after sitting back there for about 10 minutes, listening to you slap them lips, I thought I'd come on out. Now let me tell you something, Barry Rose. I didn't even know you was still alive, you old geezer. But you know, if I remember you guys right, you always was pretty tough when they was two of you. And I'm going to give Blackjack a call because he told me 2 weeks ago. He told me 2 weeks ago if I needed him, call him. I'm not saying I need him. I believe I could probably handle you and you by myself.
Gabriel, if all these people show up here in 2 weeks, and if Blackjack Dalton decides not to show, I'll be your tag team partner. We'll show these people what happens, Spartanburg. Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. We don't have to wait for 2 weeks.
And let me say one more thing. You know, if I had good mind, I'd slap you ugly and you cross-eyed. But somebody's done beat me to it. But I got good reason. I got to be set back home. Let me tell you something, son. That's what you are, son. You're still wet behind the ears, and you don't want to get back in the ring with me and Barry Rose, because we'll dry you years and let that snot-nosed punk face of yours right in that mat. Eagle, I said I wanted you and Dalton. Dalton stabbed me in the back, and I ain't never really liked you. You know that. We want you and Dalton on the first in the middle of the squared circle, no matter what. No ifs, Charlie Bass. We want Dalton and Eagle, not no little snot-nosed punk that's trying to be somebody. And we ain't rode the Turk Hills of nobody in this business. Let me say this. We'll leave it at that. The contract will call for Jay Eagle and Blackjack Dalton. But if Blackjack is booked and cannot be here, then Dylan Rage will be the substitute, and you guys will wrestle Dylan Rage and Chief Jay Eagle. Hey, Dylan, one thing about it, you got something to look forward to in 2 weeks. We're wrestling 2 movie stars, Dumb and Dumber.
Or, to be honest with you, I believe that's old and older. What do you fans think? You sound wet behind the ears, but I tell you what, y'all done took a butt whipping one time tonight, and ain't nothing stopping you from taking another one. You know what? Let's do the road. Come on, boy.
If you want them, get in there and get them. That's all I got. That's all I got. Look, I don't know how you do things where you from, DLK, but you don't come to Spartanburg flapping them lips. You'll go home with your axe in your hand. tell you something about that. You one of them damn feathers on out here, and I'm gonna smack them right off your head. And as far as you calling him old and me, well, it goes like this, son. I'm like a fine wine. The older I get, the better I get. And by God, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Wrestler fans, do y'all want to see this match? Huh? Is y'all ready for this match? In 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We have a blue pickup truck in the upper end of the parking lot. You need to move it. A blue pickup truck. Chief J. Eagle. Chief J. Eagle. The fans want to hear some words of wisdom from you. Well, all I can tell you is he called me old. There may be a little bit of snow on the roof, but they are fire burning than oven, baby. Y'all heard it. In 2 weeks, y'all. Woo! What? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event match of the evening. Introducing at this time in the ring, he is your current APW United States Heavyweight Champion, weighing in at 260 pounds, representing the Elements of Darkness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Viper. His opponent in the ring at this time, he is your current APW Carolina Heavyweight Champion from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 215 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dirty. This is your main event matchup with a 30-minute time limit, one fall.
All right, we got Dirty and Viper, the current United States Heavyweight Champion. This is the main event. It is the last match of the card. And I'll tell you what, Dirty is the current reigning Carolinas champion. And outside the ring, AJ Frost, along with Jesse Black. I don't know exactly when... This United States Heavyweight Championship changed hands, but Viper's got the belt, and he's got a stiff challenge coming from Smiley Robinson, also known as Dirty.
Yeah, Dan, Viper winning that title, from what I understand, just last week, taken away from Sonny Landell, and here he is tonight defending it against Dirty, and looking forward to a good match, champion versus champion here. Dirty, he's got nothing to lose, and Viper's got to do everything he can to try to win. And Viper, right off the bat, maybe trying to break up the concentration of Dirty. He was checking the ref himself.
I think that this match is only for the United States Heavyweight Championship. The best I can tell you, I think there's only one belt at stake. As Charlie Mike could elaborate on this, but I don't think you can hold two titles here in this organization at the same time.
Only can hold one championship belt at a time.
I thought for a moment there he was actually asleep, Tony.
No, Charlie's still awake over here. He's interested in seeing how this matchup's going to turn out here tonight, and what a card it's been tonight. We've seen a lot of things happening, a lot of things going down. Just before this matchup happening, seeing D.L. Cool and Barry Rose out here furthering a grudge, so to speak, that's an ongoing grudge against Chief J. Eagle and Blackjack Dalton.
Yeah, digging up bones, I guess, as Randy Travis would sing about. And, man, these guys that want to carry a bone, and evidently they're calling Eagle out. Some problems from the past that had never been resolved, and things that need to go ahead and get finished up. And, hey, that's just all you can do.
A lot of things going down here in APW. A lot of action every week. The fans firmly behind Dirty, and Viper really upset and taking it to the outside. He spending more time yelling back at the fans than he is actually concentrating on the match, and the referee administering the count.
All right, and now we got them both back in the ring, 1-on-1, and we're going to get this settled, I hope.
Viper and Dirty locking up, and Viper taking him into that side headlock, really cranking on that neck. Referee in there trying to check the man. Viper getting sent across, but catches Dirty with a shoulder block of his own.
All right, Dirty with a leapfrog, and he hits the hip toss. Viper in trouble.
Nailing him with a big-time drop kick, and Viper takes the back door and bails out under the bottom rope, not wanting any more of Dirty at this time. And Dirty, was going to go up and over with a high-risk move, and he paid the price and slipped and fell down to that hard floor.
Well, actually, I think he was coming for a plancha, and what happened is Viper just dodged.
Now Viper taking advantage of that situation and sending Dirty back into the ring. Viper sending him into that corner. Viper taking him over hard. These men going at it. Takes him down to the mat again.
Y'all got to sit down.
Viper picking Dirty back up, shooting him across, going for the lariat, missing twice. And Dirty catching him with a flying forearm off the ropes and goes for the pin. Viper able to kick out at 2. Dirty giving it all he can.
With a high-flying aerial attack, and he hits his mark.
Dropping the knee right across the back of the neck, going in it for a second time. Maybe it's enough.
It may be, and Viper right now in a world of trouble. You know, one thing I want to get back to in just a moment about that Eagle situation. Dirty almost losing his footing, elects to go right to a knee drop. You know, Eagle says he's going to get Blackjack Dalton a call. That'll be on February 1st. If he's here, Dylan Rage says he'll be there in his corner. And, hey, that's going to be very, very, very interesting to see. And, you know, I actually hope that he is there in his corner.
Yeah, that'll be one heck of a matchup to see. And knowing D.L. Cool, seeing him in the past here in APW, it would be a big plus for Chief J. Eagle to have Dylan Rage in his corner, maybe watching his back, so to speak, making sure things go down on the level.
Or, you know, maybe Dalton will be here. I don't know. You know, he's a busy, busy man, but who knows how it'll turn out. But either way, there's unsettled scores that's going to be settled.
Certainly will, Dan. And now Viper taking Dirty up, putting him on that top rope, catching him with some stiff right shots. I don't know what exactly he's going for here.
Trading punches, and Viper takes the worst of it. Springboard moonsault, and I think Dirty hurt himself on that one, maybe.
Dirty coming down hard and on top of Viper. Viper able to kick out. It's a 2, though. And now laying in those knife-edge chops. Working the man over. Sending him into the corner.
Viper just lost his do-rag there, Tony. You see it fly off his head, his do-rag?
That's right. And now Dirty just stomping away at Viper in the corner, trying to do all he can to take that United States title here tonight from him.
Yeah, he's trying, and I'll tell you what, he's setting him up for a baseball slide drop kick. And this one got him right in the chest.
Nailing him hard. That's got to drive the wind out of the man. And now taking him out of that corner hard, slamming him down. Maybe that's enough to get the 3. And it wasn't.
Like a slingshot power bomb right out of the corner, and he still couldn't put him down.
And Viper just then, I believe he went downstairs. And now he's just got a blatant choke on Dirty right there. A referee on top of it administering the count.
All right, these two are still going at it. Viper has got Dirty's going to send him for the ride. Big boot.
Caught him right under the chin with that big boot, and Dirty goes down. Viper just driving his feet right into the top of the head, and now he's up on that second rope.
He caught him with a leg drop right into the back of the neck.
Caught him with that leg drop right across the back of the neck and goes for the count. Dirty able to kick out.
All right, Dirty is able to kick out, and now he's up to his knees.
Viper got him. Snap suplex, takes him over hard.
He just right all over him at that point in time. You know, the momentum of this match is seesawed back and forth. And Dirty this time has his wits enough to dodge Viper's aerial attack, missing the leg drop.
Viper went up top, and Dirty able to move out of the way, and he paid for that one. And now Dirty all over the man, just laying in the big forearm shots across the shoulders.
Dirty punches like Johnny Weaver. You ever notice that, Dan?
Well, if you say so, Charlie, even though I remember how Johnny used to wrestle, I don't remember his punches.
And once again, Dirty going for the cover, and Viper able to kick out. Goes for a second cover, and Viper kicks out again. Dirty maybe growing a little frustrated, thinking maybe he might have already been able to put Viper away. And now both men are just trading punches back and forth.
All right, and Viper on his knees needs to get up to get back to fighting. And let's see what have we got here. Hangman, he hung him right over that top rope.
Over the top rope, guillotine, Tony. That right there can take your head right off of the shoulders.
That's right.
What did he say that was called, Tony?
Said it was a guillotine.
Yeah, like a... Either way, you try to hang your man. You try to take your head off.
And just then, Dirty pulling out all the stops. I believe he was biting Viper right in the top of the head. A Viper now coming out of the corner, working that man, shooting him across. And he nailed him with that big splash, Dan.
That he did, and down goes Dirty, collapsing. As Viper hit him, full blast.
Viper now got Dirty down on the mat. Drops down with a headbutt right to the midsection. And now back with a blatant choke. The referee paying more mind to the fans than he is the matchup. And that's just allowing Viper to take liberties with Dirty.
That he is. Then take a look at Dirty gasping for air as he's been choked out. And he's going to have to get himself back together.
Viper taking him down hard with a big-time DDT. Maybe that's enough to put him away.
All right, Viper going to get up on that second rope. And once again, going to the well. But this time he scores with an elbow smash.
Nailed him hard. Will that be enough? He goes over to make the cover. And Dirty able to kick out again, Dan.
Dirty is able to dodge that bullet, so to speak. If he hadn't, he would have been struck and pinned.
that arrogant pin that Viper just tried to make there may come back to haunt him, Tony.
It certainly could, Charlie. And now Dirty sends Viper out on the outside, and looks like he might be setting him up for another one of those high-risk moves, Dan. Oh, he got hung up.
Take a look. His boot caught between the top and the middle rope. Dirty's having a very, very bad night, and I've never seen a man get caught like this. I mean,
Dan, you could run the risk of, one could think you could run the risk of breaking an ankle like that. He is tied up in them ropes, something bad.
Bravo can't get him loose. He's trying.
He is caught up in there. That is latched onto him like a bear trap, and now finally freeing himself, and Viper taking advantage.
And Robinson, Smiley Robinson, trying to dive out. He got his foot caught up in there. And I'll tell you what, that's going to affect his ankle and his leg on how he tries to get around later on tonight in that match.
Yes, it could. That could affect him very badly. And he's staggering. I think he's on Dream Street. Viper takes him up. That could be it. He could put him away right here, Dan, if he goes for the cover.
He's being mighty arrogant as he has him in a lot of trouble. The only thing he has to do is cover him.
Just putting one foot on the man, and it wasn't enough.
That wasn't the finish, Joe. All right, Viper with a power bomb. And Dirty's got one shoulder up.
These men giving it all they can, and now Viper going up top as Dirty's on the outside. Catching him with that big double axe handle. And I think Dirty's went all the way over across the security railing, and he's into the fans, Dan. Viper bringing it back across there.
Yeah, he did topple over that guardrail, and now he's back. All right, these two exchanging blows on the outside. Double count out. Both men counted out of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jimmy Bravo has counted both men out. This match ends in a double count out.
All right, these guys are still out here fighting away. This match is officially over.
The match is officially over. Viper will retain the belt. And wrestling fans, no contest due to the fact both men were counted out outside the ring.
Now here comes A.J. Frost and Jesse Black. Viper does retain the U.S. heavyweight title.
His running buddies in the EOD out here to congratulate him, but I don't see how you can congratulate a man on a count-out victory like that, but nevertheless, he's still the U.S. champ.
The U.S. champion is still the Viper. Wrestling fans, that concludes tonight's exciting.
Well, actually, Tony, it was
here at the American Coliseum. Thank you so much for coming out and being with us. Be back with us next Saturday night for another exciting American Pro Wrestling.
Actually, it was
wrestling fans, if you drive at home, make sure you're in the car. Good night, everybody.
It was a double count out, not a count out victory. So that will wrap it up. And until next time, for Charlie Babb and Tony Gowan, so long for now. Good night, everybody.